Who is Venom Snake? Is he Big Boss? Or is he an entirely new character? Here's Big Boss by the end of Ground Zeroes. And let's focus on his facial features for a minute. And then we're going to look at the Venom Snake, and he's a little bit different. Let's take a look. Here's Venom Snake. His facial features are definitely different. Different nose, eyes, even the chin. People probably are going to argue it's just because of the crash. He's a little bit different. Well, I have a different theory about the subject, that we are actually experiencing two different characters here. In the end of Ground Zeroes, it was Big Boss, definitely. You're going to see Big Boss in MGS4, which have the same facial features. But we're going to see also Big Boss telling us something about his coma. So let's take a look. So in this scene, Big Boss is going to tell us something about his coma, and why did he get into a coma, and how he wakes up. So let's just take a look.
Wasn't mine. That was the body of a clone. Solidus. He was a perfect clone. Zero and the proxy AIs that came after him were convinced that Solidus was me. I was implanted with nanomachines, kept in a state of eternal sleep by JD and the proxy AI. They had me sealed away completely, not only my physical body, but my will too. The technology was similar to what they used to restrain the B&B members you encountered. For me to wake again, the system had to be destroyed, one way or another. Ocelot and Eva wanted two things: to bring me back to life and to end the Patriots. That meant destroying the AI and killing the man, JD and Zero.
But in Metal Gear Solid, Liquid Snake tells Solid that the L'Enfance Terrible program started in the early 70s, and then it was when Big Boss was in a coma. And we see that Big Boss is in a coma between Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain, but at the end of Peace Walker, Miller tells him that it already happened. I'm wondering if you could sort of clear that up. You know, how many comas was he in, or was this two separate incidents that he was asleep and they started this?
Well, there's only once he's in a coma, and to explain that, you'll need to play towards the end of the Phantom Pain. It will all come together. You'll be like, oh, that's what happened.
Well, then maybe I'll ask you something.
Les enfants terribles, Zero called it.
So, Big Boss was in a coma by the end of Ground Zeroes, that's for sure. That's what we all agree on. But Big Boss says he was kept in a state of eternal sleep, induced with nanomachines. That's a coma as well, unless there's two separate incidents, two different comas. But Kojima says there's only one coma. So, who did Solid Snake fight in Zanzibar? And who is this guy in 1984? Is he also Big Boss? Is Venom Snake his Big Boss? I have a different theory about the subject, that this is actually not Big Boss, and Big Boss is still in a coma. And this is just a different character that we're going to experience. How? Let's take a look in this particular scene.
So the Major sought a system that used information, words, to control the subconscious.
I think that's a very smart scene from Kojima, where he put Ocelot and Psycho Mantis in one frame, and then he puts the words to control the subconscious. I think that says it all. There's this grand experiments by Cypher or Major Zero, where this character, Venom Snake, he believes he's Big Boss. He's been, somehow controlled or mind controlled to believe that he is actually Big Boss. And then this grand experiment is what we're going to experience in the Phantom Pain. That's just a theory again, and I might be wrong about it.
This world will become one. I have found the way. Race, tribal affiliations, national borders, even our faces will be irrelevant. The world that the boss envisioned will finally become a reality, and it will make mankind whole again.
By now, you've seen a lot of videos from the user Python Silken saying that Gray Fox, Frank Yeager, is Venom Snake. It's a possible theory. He's the most trusted lieutenant of Big Boss, so he's probably going to make a comeback in the Phantom Pain. I have my money on a different character here, and I believe it's going to be the Medic. The Medic has the same voice of Kiefer Sutherland. They just changed his voice. His face always been hidden in that scene where they're trying to extract the bomb from Paz. So, and I believe he was the third person in that particular scene. We see Miller in the hospital saying, "What about him?" And if you look at Big Boss again, there is actually no shrapnel on his forehead. So who took most of the damage in this crash scene is this guy, the medic, who was in front of Big Boss during that crash site. This crash scene. So I believe he's going to be Venom Snake.